Hi everyone, my name is Ricky, and on this video I'd like to talk about addiction and how to overcome it. And this is after my own experience of overcoming so many addictions myself. And I grew up with a lot of people who are addicted, many of my uncles who are addicted to whether it's porn, prostitution, gambling, drug, everything, you name it. And I know how you feel to be in a cycle of not able to break the addiction. It is painful. And your life is a hell when you don't overcome your addiction. Okay, and it's so sad. I can see there are so many fathers, so many husbands who cannot overcome their addiction. Their life is a hell. Their family's life is a hell. And you as a dad, as a father, as a husband, you have the biggest responsibility, and it is your responsibility to overcome your addiction. Okay, so first of all, most men these days, unfortunately, they're addicted either to gambling, porn, or sex, or masturbation, drugs, alcohol, weed, or whatever it is. And of course, there are people in countries like Indonesia, they might not be addicted to drugs, but they're addicted to cigarettes, they're addicted to sugar, they're addicted to shopping. Everything is an addiction. Okay, so first of all, I need to share my story so I can get you to get inspired to quit as well. When I quit gambling, I started focusing on my career. I was making a full-time income from 40,000 a year, 80,000 a year, 100,000 a year. I was able to buy my first house, and it's all started after I quit gambling. Okay, gambling is basically teaching yourself to take a shortcut to get money, but it's not sustainable. It doesn't matter how much money you make from gambling today, this week, you're not learning any skill. The following week you got no skill, and you'll not be able to replicate what happened. Okay, unlike a career, unlike a business, it's something that you can replicate, and it's a ongoing income. Okay, and the second one is porn. When I overcome my porn addiction, my relationship with my wife improved, and this is why I'm very, very passionate in helping other people to overcome their porn and sex addiction as well. Okay, and the third one, drugs and alcohol and weed. I was smoking a lot of weed during my teenage years because I felt like there's a lot of pain inside of me, like a trauma that you probably feel, and you need something to give you comfort, and also cigarettes. But when I quit this stuff, I managed to improve my health, and I get my body goals, and as overall my life just improved. My relationship with my wife, my mental state, everything improved, and it's all started from here. Okay, drugs, alcohol, you know what it does to your brain? It gives you that dopamine, that joy, that euphoria without working hard for it. You can get euphoric just from, getting better income, achieving something bigger in your life, unlocking that public speaking or whatever, level up in life. That's how you're supposed to get this euphoria, this joy, not from drug. This is shortcut, and it will ruin your fucking life. Okay, be careful where you're getting your dopamine from. Okay, and again, my tips, the first one is that focus on 1% better every day. Why? Because it's easy. If you probably been masturbating twice, three every day, right? And you want to quit, and then you quit for a month, and then you relapse, and then you punish yourself, and you go back to where you were. The key here is that you focus on getting better. If you were watching porn once a week, you can reduce it to once a month. You reduce the consumption of porn. Check out my other video, how to quit porn. Okay, stage by stage. The same, when at some point I was drinking a lot of sugary drink, Red Coke, I replaced with the Diet Coke, Coke Zero, less sugar, juice at some point, and then eventually and then I moved to soda water, and now I don't even need any of the soft drink anymore. Okay. The same with drugs, alcohol. If you are on a heavy drugs, slow down, move to weed, move to shroom. It's been better, something lighter, until you can actually get off it. Okay. And another thing is that you gotta focus on something else. If you focus on your addiction, I want to quit gambling, you will not be able to quit gambling, because you get tired of resisting. It's basically like putting cake in around your house and telling yourself not to eat it when you're on diet. It's better not to buy the cake from the first place. Okay, just focus on something else. Start new habits, whether it's going to the gym, eating healthy, whether it's like, you know, doing hobby that you haven't done before. If you used to play whatever it is, sport, badminton, basketball, go back to those sport again. Okay, and third one is a big piece, is your overall health and your brain health. When you're addicted to any of whatever addiction, your brain is not in a healthy state. Your brain is addicted to dopamine, unnatural dopamine source, right? Natural dopamine source is like eating healthy, like having sex with your partner. That's a natural dopamine. Unnatural dopamine is actually taking drugs, watching porn. This all gonna ruin your brain. So the brain health is really key here. Brain health will improve if you take such as omega-3, you live a healthy lifestyle, you have a high testosterone, just your overall health will improve your brain health. Having good sleep, right? And the next one, forgive. Forgive yourself. It's very easy to punish yourself when you have done all this thing and you feel like you need to change. But punishing yourself will make you feel worse. And when you feel worse, you need more dopamine, more drugs, more something to make you feel better. So the key here is always forgive yourself. Try to do better. And if you fail, forgive yourself and keep doing this until you improve better and better. Okay? The next one, release any guilt. Okay, if you feel tension in your body but all this guilt, you can practice something like letting go, which is through breathing. It's basically letting go any guilt in your body, in your mind, for something that you've done in the past. Okay? Next one, balance. You know, when you're trying to overcome whatever it is, sugar addiction, for example, or porn addiction, right? It's very easy to just demonize your hunger or demonize your sexual desire. But your sexual desire, your hunger, is actually a sign of a healthy male, right? When you are horny, it's a sign of a healthy man. So you don't demonize the hunger, right? You don't demonize the sexual desire, but you use it in a way that it benefits you and other people. If you and your partner enjoy sex and there is a mutual relationship with consent, husband and wife, then it's a good way of enjoying your sexual desire. The same with your hunger. If you are to eat healthy food, then this is a healthy way of using your hunger. Okay. Next one is consciousness. At the end of the day, you know, when you're unconscious, you can get into a very heavy addiction, or maybe a lighter addiction such as sugar, shopping and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you need to be conscious. When you want to overcome any addiction, you have to be conscious that I'm going to do this and I know the consequences and I'm going to do it. And that's when you can have sugar or whatever it is consciously. Why? Because you can stop yourself anytime. Okay? And then you're conscious enough, you get to a point where I don't even want to have any unhealthy stuff in my life. I just enjoy healthy stuff and I just eat consciously. And last one, community. You know, having other people who's trying to overcome addiction, and not overcome addiction, I mean, go to the gym, hang out with the right people. If you hang out with losers, you're gonna be losers. You hang out with winners, you're gonna be winners. As simple as that. If you want to improve your life, hang out with people who are improving their life, whether it's financially, physically, mentally, relationship-wise. Okay? And one way you can do that is by joining my course, right? And I'm planning to build my community as well. I will announce it very soon, so everyone can ask me a Q&A, weekly question. So good luck to all of you guys who are trying to overcome. It is possible. I have been there. I have overcome them, and I can tell you, being on the other side is so much better. Your life is not going to be 100% always happy, of course, but your life in general will be so much better when you stop avoiding pain and you start embracing pain, because pain is the key. Whatever addiction you're trying to overcome, right? Your brain will try to go back there, but eventually if you don't go back there, your brain will get used to it, to be without it, and your brain state will be healthier. Okay? Well, good luck on your journey of overcoming any addiction. And if you want to join my fitness, health coaching, mindset coaching, relationship coaching, check the website indoorfitnessfamily.com. And I can tell you, if you're trying to overcome anything, focus on healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle saved my life. I was suicidal. Healthy lifestyle saved my relationship. Healthy lifestyle has done so many positive things to my life, and this is the reason why I'm spreading about healthy lifestyle to other people. Okay, good luck everyone, and I'll see you next time.